There's Miranda Lambert, White Liar, 107.9 KFIN. Good morning. It's 7:34. Our very special guest is sandwiched in between Kelly and David.
I am. It's a good spot. Good spot.
Is that a weird spot to be in on your first time coming to the KFIN morning show?
Very cozy. It's a family-friendly show.
So Kelly's rubbing your back?
She is a little bit. She got a spot I couldn't reach. She scratched it a bit.
Coach Blake Anderson in the studio. Welcome in, man.
Good morning. Good to be here.
I'm very thankful that you decided you wanted to come by and hang with us.
Well, I am excited to be here. I was concerned I wasn't going to get in. The door's locked when I got here. I thought you changed your mind.
Send him back.
Yeah.
No, but I saw him. We were out at Helmets and Heels together, and I said, yo, Coach, can I have you come in the studio? I start this KFIN morning show in a couple of weeks. And he's like, yeah, man, okay. Get with my people. Because
I don't have any people. That's just it. And you didn't say it near as cool as you just said it right there. It wasn't the Yo Coach version. It really
what was it? Give it to me.
Coach, you think you can come on?
Wait a minute. Brandon Baxter stuttered?
Please.
It might have been the fact there was only three of us, 3 men in the whole room and about 500 women. So
I know. That's intimidating.
It is.
You know, it's so weird. And there's something about like knowing the people, because I noticed, and you know so many people in town now, which is awesome, because you've actually stayed here. So congratulations for that.
True. You're stuck with us.
But like, I mean, you know, Coach was walking around the room and everybody stops him, wants pictures with him and stuff like that. And to me, getting up in front of that many people that you know is more intimidating than being in front of people you've never seen.
That's probably right. Yeah, because you sure don't want to mess that up. They all know you. They're going to see you the very next day and never let you forget about it.
What do you think of Jonesboro?
I've had a great time here. It's been a really good fit for me and my family. I mean, I'm a small town guy anyway, and I still kind of think of Jonesboro, although it's growing, obviously, and y'all have seen it grow. It's just got a really small town feel, which fits me and my family really well.
So you were actually, like, there's some ties to Jonesboro from way back, right?
You mean the fact that I was born here?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It had to be in the conversation of looking for a next coach when they saw that. It had to at least pop up. I mean, I didn't live here but maybe 6 months. I don't remember anything about it. But, yeah, I was born in St. Bernard's Hospital, and they realized they needed to get me out of town real quick. They sent me out of town about 6 months. Right. Get him out of here. So
the Red Wolves, what do you think of this team? How are they coming along?
I really like this team. I do, and I've told people I've been speaking all around town for the last few weeks with different events, and I think it's a good football team. We've got to stay healthy, which we did not do a year ago, but we got some veterans back on offense. We're going to be really good on offense if we do what we're supposed to do, and we're better on defense. They've worked hard. Saturday, we had a very good day. I mean, it was a good picture of what we can expect, and if we do what we're supposed to do, we're going to be hard to beat in our conference.
Coach Blake Anderson in the studio with us right now. Do you feel pressure as the coach? Because, you know, we've had a succession of coaches that came in. All of a sudden, this program is growing at such a rapid pace, and there's expansions, and this is going up, and this is going up. Do you feel pressure?
24/7.
Yeah. How do you deal with it?
Just comes with the job. I guess I've gotten used to it. I grind my teeth and I don't sleep real good, I guess, would be the ways I deal with it.
Right.
A lot of prayer, a lot of conversation with people I trust, and really, it's, I just do the job that I do a job that I feel like is going to be solid and sound and hire good people, and then I really can't worry about it. I mean, we're just going to do the best job we can, and if it turns out the way it's supposed to turn out, great. If it doesn't, hey, you know what? They'll find somebody else to do it.
Now, I notice, you talk to people and you see people at Helmets and Heels, you see it. Like the topic when you talk about your crew is the fact that you have a good-looking crew.
I do have a good-looking crew.
Have you noticed that? Like, girls are like, oh, my gosh.
She's got a big smile on her face. I'm sure maybe she has. It wasn't intentional, but it's a pretty good – I got some guys that aren't rough on the eyes. It's good-looking guys. They all stay in good shape. They all go through the hair gel pretty good, except for the few like yourself that don't need any.
Right, thanks.
And a couple guys, they don't need hair gel. They need something to shine up the dome a little bit.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good-looking crew, and it's a great group of guys to be around.
I was talking to people who work in the athletic department, and they were talking about how neat it is that you have a snack closet.
Yeah, none of it healthy, by the way.
Yeah, so what's in there?
Anything from cupcakes to honey buns to peanuts and tuna fish. I mean, literally, it's got everything in it.
Wait, where is this?
It's in my office. It's good.
It's in his car. Can you go in there? What was the idea behind it?
I don't know. I somewhere along the way, when I worked for Dan Dodd, he's my tight ends coach. He was the offensive coordinator at New Mexico. We were together. He always just had kind of some snacks around on the desk when we were working. It wasn't near to the extent that we've got now, but it was always something. If you just kind of got the nibbles, you could always grab something.
Right.
Back then, it was a lot of animal crackers. And when I got the job, I knew I wasn't going to be able to pay everybody what I wanted to pay them, and they paid me way more than I deserved. So I thought, one thing I can do is just kind of create a snack closet where if guys need something during the day, they don't have to put it in their office. They don't have to go spend money on it. And I got all these GAs that make nothing.
Right.
So I just started, I found a spot to do it. And I started just packing it in. I told the guys, it's welcome. You're welcome to it. First few guys that walked in kind of tiptoed in like they were doing something wrong. Now it doesn't matter. I could have the President of the United States in there. They just walk right through.
So it's really in your office.
It's in my office. It's in my office around the corner. It's, I don't know, probably 8 different layers of cabinets, and they're all full of snacks. And I always try to find something new. I had a couple people in the community that have donated a little bit to it. And
that's neat.
It's not healthy, but when you're up there, all day, especially during the season, and you're rolling, you're going to get hungry, and you don't want to take time to go buy something, and they shouldn't be spending money on that kind of stuff anyway. I want them just doing their jobs, and so they come in and get it. Now they got to take the walk of shame. Now they got to walk by my desk. They got to walk by my desk and walk back, and I can see if they stuck like 2 honey buns in their pocket or not. There's not a lot of healthy things, just a few.
But it's your money, right? Like this isn't university money.
No,
You're using your
it's
personal
something
money.
that Wendy and I like to do, and I told her when I took the job that there's some things I want to do different. That was one of them, and I go shop at Walmart about twice a month. I go do it myself, and I enjoy doing it. I want to serve the guys that work for me. They don't work for me; they work with me, and I really think about serving them in the best way I can. That makes their job easier.
Coach Blake Anderson hanging out with us this morning. With this crew and these guys, I mean, obviously you guys, a lot of you have been together for a long time. I noticed that when you were talking about the bios. What's the longest tenure of you and a coach on the team?
Well, Trooper and I played together at Baylor back in 1987, 88. So, that's however many years that is. I'm not real good at math. Y'all have to do that. So that we've been friends ever since then. This is the first time we've coached together, though. We've just stayed in contact and never been on staff.
Now, Trooper's pretty shy.
Yeah,
I noticed he's pretty shy.
He's not real talkative. It's kind of hard to get anything out of him.
Was he like that way back?
He just was thinner. But yes, he was. He's the same guy.
He's got a hammer and a little bit, right?
He's not changed at all. He's he really just everybody just gravitated toward him. Yeah. Everybody loved him to death. And so we've been friends ever since then. Coach Cawthon and I coached together back in 1997, 8, 96, 97. So we go back that far. Coach Dodd and I were in the early 2000s, and then Coach Bell, Coach Ellaby, and Coach Pascal all played for me at Middle Tennessee, and that was in the 2003, 4, 5 range in that area. So
that's cool.
A lot of these guys have a ton of history with me. Coach Tucker's brand, I met him here and was really impressed with him day one. And Coach Johnson and Coach Early just have known them through working camps and recruiting over the years. But it really there's a lot of ties we all knew. And the greatest thing about it was when I got the job, I made 9 phone calls and 9 guys said I'm coming.
Wow.
And there wasn't a whole lot of conversation about who number 2 was. I got my first choice at every spot, and they've all stayed put.
Wow. Great.
So the football season is right around the corner.
It is.
And a lot of people, we focus first of all on the big game, the biggest game in the history of the university, which is going to be Missouri coming in on the 12th of September.
Yeah, we unfortunately have one to play before then.
Yeah, right.
We get to travel to California. I'm excited about what the Missouri game is going to do for the community. I am, and we can't get ahead of ourselves. We have a huge game to play in USC, and we start out with maybe the toughest schedule in college football. I mean, I don't know that anybody else is starting out with 2 top 25 teams 2 weeks in a row, and so it's a huge challenge. Our guys are excited about it. We're gonna make our trip to LA, and we're gonna hope to be in the game in the fourth quarter. That's the goal, is find a way to be in the game in the fourth quarter, have a chance to win it, and really stay healthy and prepare for the second week when we come back home to what's going to be a packed house.
So explain the stadium, what you've seen of inside of the stadium. How's it coming along?
I have not gone into the new complex at all. I don't want to see it till it's finished. Terry goes in there twice a day. I would just be in the way anyway.
Yeah.
I can see it from the outside, and you can see it coming together. It looks great. It has changed the atmosphere completely. Now the indoor's done, and we've been in it a good bit during fall camp due to the weather. So it is absolutely the nicest I've ever been in.
We want to come see that too, because we haven't seen it.
Hey, you're welcome to. They did a great job with it, and we used it the first 3 days of fall camp due to the bad weather.
Wow.
So it's already been utilized a lot.
So we're looking forward to this season. We're just excited about it because the whole city, it seems like, we all come together and you see the Red Wolves everywhere. You see just the red and black all over town. Yeah. That's exciting to know that's going on.
It is, and it's not everywhere. This is not something that you get in every college town.
Right.
And we've lived in towns and worked in towns where you you just didn't get the community involved. They supported their high school. They didn't really care what was going on with the college. On Saturday, you'd show up and half the stands would be aluminum and nobody's in them. Wow. I mean, the community, that's one of the, you asked me about, like, that's one of the reasons that we love this community. They support what we do. They support our kids. They support our, this is our family. Those 105 guys in that locker room and that staff, I mean, that's family to me, and we get tremendous support. And we're still trying to push the envelope in terms of season tickets. We're trying to get to that 10,000 marker where Jason Martin's ready to take that helmet off.
He's been in the helmet for
weeks? For a while now. That was a bold move on his part, and I was all for it.
I've seen him in restaurants wearing the helmet.
He was in a meeting yesterday morning wearing it too.
That's awesome.
I don't think he realized just how heavy that would be to wear 24/7. I'm sure his wife and kids are ready for us to get to 10,000. So go buy a couple more season tickets today so we can get that helmet off of his head. But it's really fun, the environment that we got created, and I think it's just the beginning. I think it's going to get better and better as we move forward.
All right, Coach Blake Anderson in studio with us. We're going to play 5 questions with the coach. It's okay, I promise. We'll be easy with you. That's coming up here in less than 3.